Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an everyday makeup look that I would wear to work as a hairdresser, and that would last me 8 hours standing up on my feet. Not that it's sweaty work, but you want makeup that'll last you and will look fresh all day. So this is what I would do for my makeup to last me 8 hours of work. More of a fresh face, simple, still see my freckles under my makeup kind of girl. I don't like full cake. I don't like harsh contour. I don't like harsh anything because I just like my skin to breathe, you know. Before I used to be all about the cake because I used to have really bad acne underneath, so I would want to like cake it on. But now I just like very simple so my skin can show, since my skin is like good now. It's good. So if you were looking for cake, it ain't here. So I'm just gonna put a headband on. Put a headband on, push my hair back out of my face. I already have my skin prepped. I don't have primer, so I don't use primer. But if you use primer, put primer on. So if you've watched my skincare routine, you know the moisturizer and the serums that I use. So that's what I currently have on, and I also have sunscreen on. So just my basic routine before I do my makeup. I'm gonna start off with spraying some of this Olay essence mist, just so my skin's a little fresh. Then I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline strobing liquid. It's just a liquid highlighter, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and dab it on. This is for before any foundation, so some glow peeks through. I put it on the main parts that you usually would put highlighter on. So your cheeks, oh, got some in my eyebrow. On your nose, underneath your eyebrow, above my lip, and on my little temple area. Just for that ultimate like glowy look. I would use the NYX Bear With Me for work, and I really liked it. Lasts up to 8 hours. It was really nice. But I've been getting back into the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. Either one is nice. This is a very Skin Veil, so it's very light. It's not a heavy foundation. This is a more full coverage foundation. So these are the two that I would use for work. I'm gonna go in with the Bear With Me NYX Skin Veil, and I will go in on top with a little bit of this as like a concealer, so it covers up a little bit more than just adding a little bit of color, or adding a little bit of color and what's it called, like evening out my skin tone. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So before I used to go in with my fingers. I still go in with my fingers, but the thing with this one is I think it oxidizes a little bit more than my Milani one does, but honestly whatever works. I just put a little bit more concealer so it matches a little bit better, and then that's all, because who doesn't want to be a little bit tan? This looks like a mess, but it won't be a mess, hopefully. Sometimes my makeup looks good, sometimes my makeup looks kind of ratchet, but whatever my skin wants to do that day, to be honest. And I just go with the flow. Blending it in with my Real Techniques sponge, and this does wonders because it just helps a lot. You see it blended in a lot better than my fingers does. I forgot to wet it. My sponge, I usually like to use it wet. I forgot to wet it, so I just sprayed it with my little essence mist. So it's a little harsh on the skin right now. It's really hard to bounce this in, but it still works. I was just too lazy to get up after I sat down and set everything up. Make sure you blend it down your neck a little bit. I am wearing a turtleneck, so that helps a lot if your foundation doesn't match. This does even out your skin tone really nice. And it still shows your freckles. It still is very skin-like, which I love. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Milani. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand, just like so, not too much. And then I'm also going to use my finger, tap some there, and just put it where I want to conceal a little bit more. And so I'm just applying this under my eye, and mostly just like my cheek area right here, because like I said, a lot of like my rosiness comes in through there, and just mainly where I want to highlight the points of my face. So if you haven't been sleeping on quarantine, cover up them dark circles, girl, because I've been sleeping, but I also have been going to sleep very late, so my sleep schedule's all kind of funky. But that's okay. After I've blended everything in, I like to go in with a cream bronzer or a little cream contour situation here. I like using cream products. They're not as harsh, I think, as powder products, but I just like to go in with a little bit more cream since my skin is pretty dry. I like cream products. It makes it look more dewy and more fresh. This is a Milk Makeup bronzer stick, I think. It's a little sample of it. I've been using it. It's pretty good. So I just apply it to my cheekbones, and I use my finger to blend this out. And I do go over my cream products with powder, and that's what also makes them last a lot longer. Ugh, yikes. Instead of just applying a cream product or just applying a powder product. When you do cream and powder, it just... I do like to apply some bronzer underneath my lip. It's a little trick if you want your lips to look a little bit more plump. My lips are pretty plump, but I don't know. I just like doing it. Also to my nose, I don't nose contour. I just put bronzer on my nose and call it a day. So I did my base pretty much already. Now I like to go in with this little e.l.f. brow pomade, I think. I've had this for forever. I can get a new one. And then just like this little paintbrush. I like using paintbrushes as us. I like using paintbrushes as makeup brushes. I think it's pretty much the same. And I do have freckles, but they are kind of covered up with my makeup, and I just like to retouch them so they're a little bit more see-through. Just so you see the little freckles here. When my face was like very much all acne, you couldn't see my freckles all that much because they were covered by pimples. And now that my skin is clear and the pimples aren't covering my freckles, ooh, that looks kind of crazy. I very much like to show them. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I use this e.l.f. brow pencil in black. Works pretty well. And I haven't done my eyebrows in forever. The last time I did a brow lamination. So if you're into beauty, you know what a brow lamination is. It's when your eyebrows are laminated like this. But when I brush them regularly like this, before they used to be really thin. So I was like, okay, heck no, I want my thick eyebrows. They look good when they're brushed up, but when I wake up in the morning and they're not brushed up, they look crazy. So I've been trying to grow them back out, and it's been processed, but we're almost there. And so for my eyebrows, I like to line the bottom of my eyebrows and then fill in some sparse areas that I have like around right here, so my eyebrows look a little bit more put together. I've been wanting to splurge on the Anastasia clear brow gel. Everyone raves about it. It says it's the best eyebrow gel. Your eyebrows will stay in place all day, even if all week. And I was like, I need that. But right now, homegirl is not working, so I need to wait until I work and have money. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I use this Too Faced Dewy, a little not translucent, I think it's like a little shimmer flex. It's translucent radiant pearl. It has a little flecks of purpley, I think. Makes your under eyes look kind of shiny, and I think it's kind of cute because it's kind of a dewy. It gives like that dewy effect with powder. I put it on the back of the compact, and I use my sponge. I use a tiny bit because too much is too much. I dab it on the back of my hand until I have like enough, and I just set my under eye and drag it down. I set like the whole middle of my face, so it's like the highlighted part. Now I'm gonna go in with my powder bronzer, and I use the butter bronzer, and I think light. And I've had this for a while. I think I need a new one, but I haven't hit pan yet, so that means there's still product in here. I use tapping motions on my face with brushes. It doesn't smear your product all around, or your foundation or anything all around, and it sets it right into place instead of like, you know. I love bronzer. Makes me look tan, makes me look alive and not like a zombie. My favorite. Go in and spray some of this. I need to buy more of this because I've seen that if you spray after every powder product, your makeup is a lot more dewier. And then I'm gonna go in with butter blush in the shade Rosy Pink. Swirl it in there. I do like me some blush, so I apply blush everywhere. I said I want to go lighter today, and look at me. I'm blushed today. So I'm actually gonna spray some more of this, and I'm gonna use the Cover FX little, whoa, look, I'm like drenched, palette, and I'm gonna use the little highlighter that it has here. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this and just pat it in to my skin. Put it on my nose. This is a pretty good highlighter. I'm gonna show you guys just my brown eyeliner because black eyeliner was not a move today, to be honest. My brown pot, this is how easy this one is. Oh yes, stab myself in the eye. Just like that. Easiest thing. Same thing on the other side. Because this is a lot lighter and it's not as harsh as black eyeliner. Just like that. Easy, simple, very natural. Now I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. I use the Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. It's good. I'm literally almost out of it. And I just apply it some to the end. And I take this NYX white eyeliner and do my inner tear duct with white. This opens up your eye and makes you look a lot more awake. Just like that. Before I used to put like a little glitter in front, a little shimmer in my inner tear duct, but I really like this white effect. This white eyeliner effect a lot better. It just looks more clean. It looks very sleek. Off the makeup that I got on my lips and just applying chapstick because my lips are chapped. I just like Carmex, and then I might put a little bit of a little plumping lip gloss on top of my chapstick, so it gives me a little bit of shimmer. This is the Milani Luminoso plumping gloss. Just put a lot of that, so it gives me some shimmer. So I'm gonna now take my hair out of these braids. So there we have it. Here is my simple everyday work makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. My Instagram is down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.